All right, you guys asked for it, all two of you. I'm gonna be going over my prime settlements. You have to excuse the echo. I had to come to an empty room. It's completely unfurnished, but I'm gonna be going over that. If you'll excuse me, we're gonna cover two settlements. I'm not gonna be showing you averages like other drivers do. I'm gonna show you the best and the worst I've ever gotten, and the worst, it's pretty bad. So let's get started. I'm George Cruz, OTR of Transport. Roll a quick intro. Okay, welcome back from the intro. Once again, apologies for the echo. I'm gonna try to edit this out as much as possible. But the reason I wanted to do this video was for two reasons. One of them is, of course, just like I mentioned a second ago, it was requested. And two, I've looked at other drivers who are showing their settlements, and they always talk about like the average rate of pay. And I think that's been done really well. What I wanna do is show you guys really what you can expect in terms of volatility when it comes to driving as a lease owner. Trigger phrase, here come the comments. What it's like to operate when you lease a semi-truck from Prime, or what you can expect leasing from any company, even companies that aren't predatory, and there's only two of them that I know of. Aside from Prime, the other one was CRST. So quick disclaimer.
I'm not advocating to lease as a first option.
Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna be showing screenshots from my actual settlements. They've been cropped for security purposes, of course, but if you wanna get a good look at them, I'm gonna be posting some high quality versions in the description box, as well as the first pinned comment. There's gonna be an official blog post for this video, so click there if you wanna get a good look at them, as well as the blog post for the last video where I have screenshots from my contract. If you're interested in looking at the video where that disclaimer was from, I highly advise you watch it. It's about me reviewing my experience with Prime and what I had to do in order to qualify for the lease program, okay? Now that that's out of the way, first settlement. So I'm gonna set to the side here. As you can see here, I made just barely over $4,500. This is the biggest take home I've ever gotten after expenses. You can see it's a direct deposit. So this was after fuel, after insurance, after the truck payment. This is the highest it has ever been, okay? Now, of course, when we go to the freight revenue, because I know you guys wanted to see that first, now we're gonna cover the little things. You can see here's a screenshot from the freight revenue. Of course, I don't have all the details with me, but you can see that from what I remember, it's just over $10,000. So you can see like the loads that I took, where they were from, where they were going, the total trip miles, the freight pay, how much of it was freight pay, and how much, okay? If you guys wanna see more in-depth details on that, just let me know, leave a comment down below. And you can see the, when it comes to the expenses, which of course I'm putting the screenshot up once again because I had to come to this empty room to film this really fast. I didn't have a lot of time. So I'll make sure to let the screenshots do the talking for you, or for me, excuse me, and then the, once again, description box with the blog post where the explainer will be once this video goes up, okay? Now, the worst settlement I've ever gotten. Now I'm gonna step to the side to show you, and your eyes do not deceive you. That is a negative, okay? This happened during some of the worst shutdowns I've ever had to experience during the polar vortex that was going through the Midwest just a few months ago, okay? I had 5 13-hour delays. 2 of them were shutdowns, and the other 3 were from distributors as a result of these shutdowns, because tons of trucks nationwide were shutting down. This resulted in a negative paycheck. It isn't the only negative one that I've gotten. They're very few and far between, but you do have the potential to go negative, and this is something I wanted to touch on. It's literally the main reason I talked about before when I wanted to show you guys the volatility of operating a truck, a semi-truck, through a lease program, okay? You are not given any guaranteed minimums, a guaranteed floor. You can have really good highs, really good ups. You can also, you're subject to the lows, and it can be pretty bad. And if you don't like the idea of dealing with tight margins, it scares you, it's not worth having the freedom to decline loads, then yeah, don't do it, okay? Like, I still don't regret it. I'm not gonna keep doing it, but I mean, I don't regret my experience because I knew what I was getting into. But ultimately, this is to show you the volatility I talked about before. Now, of course, to go back to the settlement, I'm gonna bring up a quick screenshot of the expenses I had for that month, along with the freight revenue and what caused it to become negative, so you guys can see the numbers. So as I mentioned in the video I referenced before with the disclaimer, you really wanna think this through before getting into the leasing program. It's like I mentioned, there really should be specific circumstances that kind of push you towards that. But if you're driving company and you're willing to save up, but you want the benefit of a large company doing the dispatching, you know, getting access to a fuel discount, the fuel network, a discounted repair network, which is like what the lease operators get access to, then I highly recommend just starting your own authority, financing your own truck, and then just leasing it onto Prime. The only other one, like I said, would be CRST. I've driven for some other companies before and it was just horrible, and I've seen horror stories from the majority of mega carriers, especially a Slavic one, which shall not be named, but anybody in the industry already knows. But other than that, if there's something maybe I missed on, you guys want to see more of, you know, break this stuff down, I got a video where I'm going to be reading the entirety of my leasing contract coming soon. That one's going to take a little bit of time, but that one is really important. So make sure you like, turn the notification bell on once you subscribe. And then of course, don't forget to check out the official blog. I got some posts on there that don't have videos attached, a lot more owner operator stuff. But other than that, make sure to leave comments, questions, and I am George, and stay safe out there.